Hey guys, as the title says, yes, I am 18 and I am pregnant. So yeah, this is just a video about how we found out, how I told my mom, how he told his parents, and all that jazz. Okay, so basically, I have like a little book, and it just says everything, so I don't forget. Okay, so we found out on November 25th/26th. I say that only because I did have pregnancy tests at my house, but they're just the ones I got off of Amazon, and I just took it and it was like really faint. So I took another one and then another one, and it was still really faint. So I took one the next morning before I went to work, and it was darker. And then when I got to work, I told one of my coworkers, and she said that she'll take me to Target and go buy like an actual one. So we went to Target and we bought a 2-pack, and one was digital and the one had the 2 lines. So I ended up taking both of those. I took the 2-line one first. That came out like so dark. And then the digital was it was kind of taking for a long time, but it's kind of expected, and that came out yes. And I'm really surprised like that it actually came out, because when I did find out, I was just barely turning 4 weeks. So yeah, so that's basically how we found out. The first person I told was my boyfriend, only because I was on the phone with him as I was taking the test. Like, I was literally taking the test just to take it. Like, I didn't, like, in my mind, like, I was just like, oh, this is gonna be negative, but let me just take it just to take it. So I did, and it turned out positive. So yeah, so that happened. But yeah, I was on the phone with him, so he was obviously the first person I told. Then I told one of my friends, and then I had to tell somebody, you know, like my actual friend, not my coworker, but I did have to tell her so she can like go with me to the store, because I drove with my mom to work because we worked together. So yeah, but basically, for me to take the test, me and my friend, my coworker, after work we had gone to Target, and we're just talking. She was like, what if you end up like being pregnant? Like, what would you do? Like, would you keep the baby or would you like abort? And I was like, I would keep, like, I don't believe in abortion. Just me personally, like, if you believe in abortion, that's your own decision. I don't judge anybody, but me personally, I don't believe in abortion, and neither does she. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, like, I asked her the same question. She said I would keep it. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, but I'm not pregnant. Like, I already know I'm not. But then, like, I got home, like, later on, you know, in the back of my head, I was like, let me just take it, just to take it. So that's how that happened. Age. Right now, I'm 18. I'm going to be 19 in July 29th, actually, at the end of the month. And my boyfriend just recently turned 20, so we're a year and like 5 months apart. So it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. How we told our parents. So basically, that Monday, so on the 27th, this was during Thanksgiving break. So on the 27th, I had to go back to school, and I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to go to a clinic to see how far along I am, to see if I can see the baby or anything, just to make sure. So I made an appointment at a clinic, and it was completely free. Like, I didn't have to pay anything. I just had to go and do a pregnancy test, and then she confirmed it. So basically, I had an appointment at 1, and my boyfriend was going to go with me, but he couldn't because he had to go drop off his grandma because she was going back home. So, I'm sorry I'm messing with my hair, it's just being weird. So I thought he was gonna go with me, so I put it to 1, but he said it wasn't, and I was just so tired and I didn't want to go, so I changed it to 3. So I ended up going, and first they gave me like a little cup to pee in, and then I did that, and then I went in the room, then she talked to me, and then she showed me a video, and she was like, it's okay, I know you're young, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't, I mean, you can do something about it, but that's up to you. And then I ended up taking the pregnancy test, came up positive, and she wrote and she confirmed on a piece of paper. Sorry, I have really bad hiccups. Like, I get them really bad now. She confirmed on a piece of paper that I was pregnant, and she told me how far along I was, my due date. My due date is August 7th, so fairly close to my birthday and my brother's birthday, because we're all like literally a day apart from each other. So, you know, but anyway, so she told me my due date, August 7th, and stuff like that. And then I didn't tell my mom yet. I didn't tell her until that Wednesday. So on the 29th, I told her, and I got the piece of paper and I put it in a envelope, and I wrote down her name and the address and everything to my house, and I just put it where the mail was, because I'm gonna go check the mail. So I just put it where the mail was. Then when she got off of work, she was checking the mail and everything, and she saw the envelope, and then she came to my room. She was like, are you serious? And then I was like, yeah. And then she's like, how far along are you? I was like, about 4 weeks. And she was just like she obviously didn't want it for me, but I mean, it happened. So, and I already told her, like, I don't believe in abortion, like, I want this, like, don't try to change my mind and stuff like that. And now she's like, she's supportive, and she's supportive of like my decisions and stuff like that now. And yeah, so now at this point we're waiting for like to see the baby's gender, to see oh, we haven't found my bad, hold on, that's totally different, we'll get to that. So yeah, we haven't found out the baby's gender yet, so we're gonna wait and see. Sorry, I'm looking down my straightener, I just realized it broke. So now to his parents. His parents, we waited until I was almost 18 weeks, which was, we told them Saturday, this Saturday, which was the 3rd. We told him March 3rd, and yeah, he told his parents he wanted to stay with his friend, texted his parents, told them that I was pregnant and stuff like that, all those good stuff, and that he was going to support me and the baby, and we're his first priorities, which is good, but not the way he told them. But I mean the way I told my mom, it wasn't any better, but you know. But basically, his dad called me, but I was at dinner with my mom and my brother and my niece, so I couldn't answer. And I texted him, I said, I'll call you back at 10 if that's fine. And he said, okay. So I called him back, they didn't answer, but then they ended up calling me back. And he was just like curious, and like he was asking me if I was okay, and how far along I was, and all that jazz, and like, where's Angel, and like questions about, my boyfriend's name is Angel, and questions about like all this stuff. Just like normal, just to get updated, because it has been so long. And he was like, when did y'all find out? And I told him, I just like put him in a loop. And then he called, and then I had to call Angel to tell him to call his dad, because he was ignoring him. And then the next day, Sunday, on the 4th, we both went to his house and talked to his parents, and they were just asking like, what are we gonna do, like how, like where are we gonna live. It's just like basic stuff like that, and they're really supportive. At first obviously they were disappointed, but they got on the board like really quick. Like it was just like, oh, she's pregnant. Oh my gosh, it took like 1 day to like really process it, maybe 2 days to process the fact that I'm pregnant, and then boom, they're on board. It was really easy with his parents because he is the boy, and that is it's their son, you know, and it's just different with your like with the daughter, I guess. So yeah, they're on board, and like his dad texted me yesterday asking if I was okay and if the baby's okay, and I sent him pictures of like sonograms and heartbeats and all that jazz, and like he's really excited. His parents are really excited now, which is really really good. So yeah, gender, like I said earlier, we don't know the gender yet. We won't know until March 23rd. Hopefully, if the baby will let us see the goods. I'm kind of like, I'm carrying really low, like really low, and my mom said that since I'm carrying so low, I'm sorry, this is getting really hot. No, I gotta keep it on. Since I'm carrying so low, it's gonna be a girl, but some people say it's gonna be a boy. So, you know, I'm kind of like in the middle, and I recently just went to the emergency room, and the lady said she thinks she knows what it is, but she doesn't want to say it because she doesn't want to be wrong about it and get my hopes up. So, yeah. How far along am I? I am 18 weeks and 1 day. I am 5 months pregnant, which is kind of scary because I found out when I was barely even a month, and now I'm 5 months pregnant. 5 months. It's just so crazy. Like, I only have 4 months to go, and then I'll have my little baby in my hand. Why did I think I was? Honestly, like I said, like I didn't think I was. I just felt like I was. No. And then baby bump. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. So this is my baby bump. It's not really anything. Like, you can't really see it that much because I'm not really showing that much, but as you can see, I'm getting stretch marks, but yeah. It's kind of hard because the camera's like kind of far up. But, so that's basically how I told my parents, how he told his parents, and everything. And so now we're basically just waiting on the gender. So me and my boyfriend go shopping and do the room and everything, and yeah. So if y'all are wondering where we're gonna live, probably don't, because this is the first video that I'm making about this, but I do have my makeup. But some of y'all already know me because of my makeup from down below, but right now I'm living with my mom, and I'm gonna finish school here, and then when I graduate, I'm gonna slowly like slowly go into like living with him at his parents' house, only because his parents' house is literally like 10 minutes away from the hospital. So if anything happens, I'm right there and I can go. So yeah. But as of right now, I'm gonna stay at my house. I'm gonna finish school, and yeah. This is my senior year of high school, so it's not that bad. It's not like, oh, she's a freshman, she's pregnant now. I'm a senior and I'm 18 and I'm pregnant. So it's not that bad, but it's still, you know, it's still kind of bad. College, I am doing online school. I am going to do online school, so I won't miss anything and I won't be a year behind or anything. So I'm going to do that. Work, I do have a job. It's not a full-time job, but sometimes I do get full-time hours if he gives them to me. So yeah, I have a job. He had a job interview today, so he did have a job, but he obviously found a better job that will pay more and give better hours than his previous job, so we're on that. yeah. So basically at this point we're super excited, and whenever we do find out the gender, I'm going to be doing this whole video about the gender, and it's going to have the name reveal in it too. So yeah, just 2 more weeks and you'll see a video, hopefully. I think I'm going to do a, like I said, every 2 week update for now on. Like I said, I am 18 weeks, so yeah, it's super exciting now. Like, it's super exciting. And just, if you're young and you're pregnant, just don't be scared to tell your parents. Like my boyfriend, he was so scared to tell his parents, and he told them, and like later on that day he was like, man, I made it into a bigger deal than it really was. Like, my parents are so supportive. I was like, I know, I told you. Just don't be scared, because you don't know, like, your parents say one thing but they don't mean it. Like, they say they're gonna kick you out, but that's only to scare you, okay? If you're pregnant, tell your parents. Don't wait until you're 3, 5 months, 6 months pregnant, because if you don't want the baby, it is so much harder, because at that point, like, you only have a certain amount of time to get an abortion, and if you wait so long, it's going to take forever for, like, you're just, I don't know, it's just, it'll be so much harder for you later on. So just don't be scared. Like, I don't know how adoption works, but like, I would, like, personally, if I was giving my baby up for adoption, I would have rather done it earlier and got all the papers done earlier, so I wouldn't have to do it when I was this far along, because it would have hurt a lot more. And again, like, you can always change your mind and keep the baby, but yeah, just don't be scared to tell your parents. And if this video was all over the place, I'm sorry. I try to make it not all over the place, so that's why I wrote everything down, but my mind is like all scattered and everything. So yeah, so that's my video. I will be updating on 2 more weeks, and that should be the gender reveal and the baby name reveal. So yeah, okay, bye guys. This is my bump. This is like more of a better look at it.